Judging by the quarantine reports, the plague has been completely eradicated, Shepard. I have also run searches for reports on Archangel.
Captain Gavorn, head of the Vorcha Task Force. Got something to report?
There's an awful lot of Vorcha here. What are they
Vorcha?
planning?
They're a pestilence, nothing more. If they start,
What's your job here
I'm
exactly?
supposed to keep the Vorcha. Not much for me to do anymore.
I'll just be going.
Keep up the good work.
Come on, let me in. Ari's expecting me.
Aria has a job she needs doing. You up for some work?
That depends on what Aria has in mind.
Aria's gotten word that some blood-packed mercs plan to kill an old acquaintance of hers. A Krogan named Patriarch. She'd like you to keep that from happening.
What's the Bloodpack's problem with Patriarch?
If you've met Patriarch, you know. He can't keep his... Some people don't appreciate his stories. Especially when he dips into non-fiction.
I'll look into it.
Good. Patriarch's downstairs. Likely surrounded by... Come back here when it's done. We'll get you.
I'll be back with the
Good
job.
luck.
What do you need?
This data pad was on one of the mercs that was after Archangel. They were coming for you next.
Let me see. Interesting. Would someone like to tell me how this information slipped the net?
I'll look into it.
Thanks for the heads up, Shepard. Looks like I'll have to do a little cleaning in my organization.
Thanks. Maybe I'll come back later.
You do that.
Hello again, Commander.
What brings you to
What
him?
brings it? I find this place suits me. Of course. You must have more important things to do.
The Vermin Consortium is going ahead with its plans to sue the Citadel Council to remove unfair limits on the intergalactic slave trade. You again. Greetings.
Some people want you dead. I've been asked to move you to safety.
Well, of course. Arya wouldn't want me hurt. It would make her look bad. Perhaps Arya's reputation is no longer my concern. Perhaps I will stay. See who thinks me important enough to kill.
Here's an idea. Let me handle the assassins for you.
And so your name grows, while I remain an old man who lets others fight his battle.
No. You remain a powerful warlord with forces at his command. Not just Arya's trophy.
Well, you could be my Krant, fighting for my honor. If you would do this for me, I would be grateful. I might even be a Krogan again. Or have you changed your mind? Shall I slink back to the safety of Arya's protection?
You allow Arya to protect you like you're her pet? I thought you were a Krogan.
Arya let me live.
She gave you a position of comfort as her trophy.
I wished she'd killed me the day she beat me. But perhaps it is not too late to die well. Farewell, human.
I got a mate and a ship. I only brought one of them with me to Omega. This shit tastes like poison anyway. I've had better drinks in the back of a garbage scow. I hear Archangel's dead. Good for him.
Welcome to Afterlife. How may I serve you?
I'm good for now.
Of course. Thank you for stopping by and for not shooting anyone in public.
2 years since the destruction of the Destiny Ascension, planning for the fleet of the new Alex... Defense Unit have reached another impasse.
Arya wants to speak with you, human. Something about Patriarch taking on a squad of mercs by himself. I wouldn't keep her waiting.
I heard my old friend Patriarch died. Went out in a blaze of glory. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
I gave him what you couldn't. The chance to die like a Krogan.
That wasn't your decision to make. His life belonged to me.
Patriarch was dead for centuries. You know that.
How he was. I'd almost forgotten he was a Krogan. You've done a lot for me, Shepard. Let me return. We're sending your coordinates to a cache on an uncharted world. You want it? It's yours.
What's the catch?
No catch, I don't need it, and I don't want it to go to waste. Whatever you find is yours to deal with.
Sounds like you and Patriarch.
Our history is Omega, but Patriarch, he was something different.
I assume you decided he was too strong? Even as
No.
an ally?
Wasn't a surprise when he turned. Fortunately for me, his men had become accustomed to...
Sounds like you changed the rules.
Krogan nature made Patriarch's men abandon him in the toughest fight of my life. But of course I won.
So you kept him around as a trophy?
I did. Whenever someone thought about taking me on, I pointed them to Patriarch. I suppose I still can.
Interesting, but let's move on.
Do you need something else? Why don't you find a nice girl to keep you warm in the meantime? You look like you need to loosen up a little.
You hear that? No, me neither.
Come on, let me in.
Commander Shepard. Enter the password and receive a free gift. Please tell me your password, Commander Shepard.
Silence is golden.
Good to finally meet you, Commander Shepard. Kasumi Goto. I'm a fan.
Has Cerberus filled you in on the mission?
Honestly, I'm shocked they didn't come to see me sooner. My fault for being hard to find, I guess.
What brought you to Cerberus?
That's a bit of a story. Short version, it turns out they were looking for someone to join you on an important mission. I had a thing I needed help with, so I made them a deal. And here we are.
I assume this deal is something I should know about?
Yeah, I guess it slipped their minds. I'm looking for my old partner's gray box. A man named Donovan Hawk took it, and I'm planning to get it back.
If that's what Cerberus promised you, we'll get it done.
It'll be fun. And if we're lucky, you won't even have to draw your gun. We should probably wrap this up. You look pretty silly standing there talking to an advertisement. See you on the ship, Shepard.
Keepers. Fascinating creatures. Genetic constructs adapted to work in Citadel. Couldn't survive outside. Unknown purpose. Wish I could have studied them. Had other things to do instead.
This recruits is a 20-kilo ferrous slug. Feel the weight! Every 5 seconds, the main gun of an Everest-class dreadnought accelerates 1 to 1.3...
I'm sorry. Can I help you, sir?
It's been a couple of years since I passed through here. Security seems to have tightened a bit.
After the Geth attack, there was a review of security protocol. A few minor changes were made to reduce the risk of Geth infiltration. We apologize for the inconvenience.
It's been a couple of years since I
After
passed
the Geth
through.
a few minor changes.
Thanks for your time.
Next.
2 years since the destruction of the Destiny Ascension, planning for the fleet of the new Allied Citadel Defense Unit have reached another impasse. The Asari Republics has ceded its share of defense responsibility to the Turian hierarchy. The Human Alliance maintains a majority share of forces.
Obviously, security has tightened since you were last here.
Shut it down. What? Do you seriously think? Yeah, okay. Sorry for the inconvenience, sir. Our scanners are picking up false readings. They seem to think